Hi friends, I'm Anand Panjubai at Engineers Classes, and today we are going to learn a topic in power systems, that is transients on transmission line. Say when the short circuit is occurring, for some reason, say the short circuit is occurring, we are going to understand the phenomenon, what exactly happens on the same instant. Fine. This is what you have to learn into this theory. And alpha plays a very big role over here. So what is alpha? So alpha is the instant when short circuit occurs. So sir, how does it makes difference? How exactly it is making difference? So I'll tell you. We have such voltage waveform, and when the short circuit has occurred, here what is happening, guys, this was open circuited, so no current was flowing into the system. Is it clear? Fine. And this is alternator that we have, it is a constant voltage source. It is a constant voltage source. Fine. Pata chala ki nahi pata chala? And there are certain assumptions that we'll see from the book itself. Now, the moment fault is occurring, how does alpha comes into picture? So fault can occur anytime. तुझे मुझे फोन करके तो फॉल्ट नहीं होगा ना. अगर वैसा होता तो बल्ले बल्ले कर देते अपन, प्रोटेक्शन सिस्टम की जरूरत ही नहीं. फाइन, मैं सीधा सब स्विच ऑफ ही कर देता. क्लियर? पर ऐसा नहीं होता. सो फॉल्ट अगर इस इंस्टेंट पे हो रहा है तो दिस इज योर अल्फा. अगर इस इंस्टेंट पे हो रहा है तो अल्फा इज इक्वल टू 90. अगर इस इंस्टेंट पे हो रहा है तो अल्फा इज इक्वल टू पाई. अगर इस इंस्टेंट पे हो रहा है तो अल्फा इज इक्वल टू 3 पाई बाई 2. अगर इस इंस्टेंट पे हो रहा है अल्फा इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई. पता चला कि नहीं पता चला? सो नाउ हियर वी अंडरस्टूड कि अल्फा इज द इंस्टेंट व्हेन द फॉल्ट इज अकरिंग. क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? पक्का है अल्फा के बारे में. तो सर हाउ डज इट मेक डिफरेंस? इट डज मेक डिफरेंस. अगर फॉल्ट यहां पे हो रहा है तब फॉल्ट करंट जो आएगा, और फॉल्ट यहां पे हो रहा है तब स्टार्टिंग का जो on the very same instant when the fault is happening or occurring, तब जो fault current आएगा इसका और इसका अलग होगा. So that's why this understanding is really important to me. Clear हुआ कि नहीं हुआ इतना? ये done? Fine. Now let's understand कि जब भी short circuit होगा and when you have elements like R and L, तो R तो ठीक है, but when you have inductance in the system, what happens? We are having something which is say developing transients. We are having something which develops transients. Fine. So I'll say that जो भी मेरा शॉर्ट सर्किट करंट होगा, it is made up of two components. One is a steady state component, one is a transient component. So let's say I have a steady state component IS and transient component IT. Is it clear? Fine. Just because L is energy storing element, transients are coming into picture. Fine. Okay. So now let's talk about IS. So IS, that is equal to Vm divided by Z. Z is this. Fine. Okay. Square root of R square plus X square. Fine. This is R and L. So I'll be having X. Fine. Okay. Into sine of omega t plus alpha minus theta. So what is theta? Theta is the power vector angle. Theta is what? It is a power vector angle, and it is given by theta is equal to tan inverse x by r. पता चला कि नहीं पता चला? Fine. Tan inverse x by r. ये डन हुआ. Generally when we talk about a power system, तब मेरा resistor in comparison of reactance कैसा होता है? बहुत कम होता है. It's very rare. It is negligibly small. Fine. So when it is so small, fine. आगे जाके I'm going to do certain considerations into it. पर ये पता चला ना? Fine. Okay. So we got this steady state current. What is the transient current? So transient current is of certain nature, which is AE raised to minus T by tau. This is a transient जो आता है zero time पे, and gradually as time increases it gets decayed towards zero. It goes towards zero. पता चला कि नहीं पता चला? And I am interested to calculate the value of A over here. Fine. So I can say that from this entire discussion I can understand that I have got a current that is short circuit current, I short circuit, which is equal to steady state plus transient. Steady state is this Vm divided by Z sine of omega t plus alpha minus theta plus ae raised to minus t by tau. ये क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? ये क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? Okay. Thereafter, I am interested to calculate this value A. This value A. Fine. I'll say at t is equal to 0. जब fault occur हो रहा है, तब current पूरा आ गया, तब current just शुरू होगा. Sir, why you're saying it? Just because we have inductor in the system, यार. Instantly current cannot change. Fine. So system was open circuited. So how the current can come? Inductor is having the property to, it does not allow instantaneous change into current. तो जो भी current होगा उसको retain करने का try करेगा. So that's why at t equal to 0, ISC is also equal to 0. I'll put it over here. I'll put this value and I'll get 0 that is equal to Vm divided by Z sine of alpha minus theta plus A e raised to 0 that is equal to 1. So I have got the value of A which is equal to Vm divided by Z sine of theta minus alpha. ये सामने गया तो नेगेटिव हुआ साइन, मैंने इसका इंटरचेंज कर दिया तो वो भी नेगेटिव है, तो नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव. So we have got the value of A that I'll keep into the equation. This value I'll keep into the given equation. Fine. So I can say that my current ISC, which is equal to Vm divided by Z sine of omega t plus alpha minus theta plus A, which is Vm divided by Z sine of theta minus alpha. Is it clear? Fine. Vm by Z common निकालो. So I'll be having Vm by Z into sine of omega t plus alpha minus theta plus sine of theta minus alpha. Is it clear? Fine. So this is my short circuit current as a function of time. ये क्लियर हुआ? इसमें कोई डाउट? Done? Fine? I'm so sorry, I forgot e raised to minus t by tau. E raised to minus t by tau. Okay, so this is my short circuit current as a function of time. Now, when such current is gonna be there in the system, right? And this is the transient component which will get decayed and it will become 0. ठीक है? Fine. Now I want to find out what is the maximum current that will be having into the system. Fine. Maximum current that will be having into the system. Fine. So I have in this steady state component, what is the maximum value? Vm by Z. Fine. Okay. And in this, what is the maximum value? Vm by Z is sin theta minus alpha. Sir, कैसे? अरे theta is constant. Fine. क्योंकि R और L change नहीं होने वाला है. Okay. Alpha is constant the instant when the fault is occurring. Right? So this entire term is constant. Clear हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? तो only time varying term is e raised to minus t by tau. Is it clear? Fine. So now we can say that I maximum, or this is also called as momentary maximum current. Which comes for a moment. Fine. But the circuit breakers are designed based on that. Fine. Circuit breaker का तो worst current को set करना होता है, right? Withstand करना होता है. So we have got IMM which is equal to Vm divided by Z plus Vm divided by Z into sine of theta minus alpha. Is it clear? This is the maximum momentary current that we have. Fine. अब इसमें let's do certain say calculations we should put into theta. Theta is tan inverse x by r. Fine. R is negligibly small in comparison of x. So let's consider I have a purely inductive line. So what will happen? R becomes 0. Fine. As such, theta is very small. So we say that as such, I'm so sorry. As such, we have R very small. So we can say that x divided by 0, it makes this theta 90 degree. Fine. So I can say that it is equal to Vm divided by z plus Vm by z into sine of 90 minus alpha. Fine. Why this happened? Because R is very small in comparison of x. That's why theta tends to 90 degree. पता चला कि नहीं पता चला? Fine. So we understood this. Sine of 90 minus alpha is cos alpha. Pi by 2 है ना? तो cos alpha. So we have got maximum momentary current. We have got maximum momentary current IMM, which is equal to Vm by z plus Vm by z into cos alpha. So we got Vm by z plus Vm by z into cos alpha. So that is equal to Vm by z common. It is 1 plus cos alpha. This is maximum momentary current. And here we understood it definitely depends upon alpha. Fine. So now if alpha is equal to 0, so I can say that now case 1, if alpha is equal to 0, that implies cos alpha is equal to 1. So therefore maximum current which is possible will get, which is equal to Vm divided by z into 1 plus 1. So it is equal to 2 Vm by z. Current got doubled, and hence this is called as doubling effect. Pata chala? Fine. So when fault is occurring on this particular instant, you will be having the maximum current which will come into system. Pata chala ki nahi pata chala? Clear hua? Fine. If you have if you want minimum current into system, in the system, what will happen? Alpha should be pi. Fine. Alpha should be pi. So if alpha is equal to pi, that implies cos alpha is equal to minus 1. Therefore I minimum is equal to Vm divided by z into 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0 ends. Pata chala ye? Fine. And this effect is called as doubling effect. So what is the nature of the current that we have? There are two currents that we have into the system. One is steady state current, which is given by Vm by z sine of omega t plus alpha minus theta. Fine. Okay. And this another is Vm by z into sine of theta minus alpha e raised to minus t by tau. Is it clear? So now let's say, what is the nature of the current which is coming? So one current is a steady current, fine, which is like this. One current is a steady current which is like this. Fine. I'm not drawing the voltages right now. Actually, I should draw the voltage, but this is a rough understanding of it. And then other current that I have, Vm by z into sine. Acha, what is the magnitude over here? It is Vm by z only. Is it clear? And when I talk about this, sine theta will be less in comparison of Vm by z. Fine. Sin theta की वैल्यू जो होती है वो Vm by z से कम होती है, तो we can say that this value will be less than 1. Fine. This value will be less than 1. So whatever magnitude that I have of this particular function is obviously less than this, and it is decaying exponentially and going towards 0, because it is also multiplied with Vm by z. तो यहाँ पे Vm by z its maximum. ये अगर 1 हो जाता है, if this is becoming 1, so you have again this starting from the same point. पता चला for this particular case, alpha equal to 0 के लिए. Fine. Okay. So now we can say that we have got such current, so addition of these two currents will be my actual current. तो इसका एडिशन कैसे होगा? So if I have this current, तो 0 plus this much is this much, maximum plus this much, तो इतना करंट इसमें ऐड हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे मेरे को पॉइंट मिला, पता चला कि नहीं पता चला? ओके, यहाँ पे इस पॉइंट पे बात करते हैं. इस पॉइंट यहाँ पे 0 है, तो 0 के वक्त वो यहाँ पे आएगा, पता चल रहा है? ओके, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव मैक्सिमम उसमें इतना ऐड हो जाएगा, तो मेरा करंट यहाँ तक पहुंचेगा. फाइन. बाद में यहाँ पे 0 है, सो इट विल कम ओवर हियर. मैक्सिमम में इतना ऐड हो जाएगा, तो करंट यहाँ पे पहुंचेगा. अगेन इट इज 0, सो करंट विल बी ओवर हियर. दिस इज नेगेटिव मैक्सिमम इतना है, तो ये इतना ऊपर चला जाएगा, तो यहाँ पे इट विल बी कमिंग. और जब ये 0 होगा, अगेन हियर इट इज 0, तो मेरा करंट यहाँ पे आएगा. तो मेरा करंट का नेचर इट इज लाइक दिस. पता चला? My current got shifted. The current which will come into system got shifted, and this is what we call as DC offset. पता चला? Last time we have seen something into circuit breaker, right? DC offset क्या है? This is the DC offset which got generated. Clear हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? Fine. ये पक्का done. Fine. इसके बारे में we will be discussing few things, but I hope now you understood why that 1.6, 1.4, 1.1 factors you are multiplying. Clear? Done? लिखो.